10. Hi guys, General Splatton here. Got a video today about a neat item. This is a drying booth for miniatures, and it can be for models as well, depending on how big you make it. I had this idea for a while now, and I told my good buddy Carlo at LetsCutFoam or Montecarlo712, and he put it together. He thought it was a pretty cool idea. And so he got the parts and made us one. He's making himself one too. So go over and check out his channel. He's got a video up of the build explaining it. Like I said, I just had the idea, and then I told him about it over the phone when we were just chatting, and he liked it, and he made us one. So this is it. Let's go in for a closer look. We'll talk a little about it. Alright, it's got, I believe these are 80 millimeter ball bearing fans. They're very, very quiet. I'll turn it on here in a minute. There are two of them. And what he did was he just used a storage bin, a storage tub. He put foam in it. Can't get away from that foam. And he put levels in it for different drying. You got the top level there for like 25 millimeter bases. Then you can put 40 millimeters there, and then up to, I think it's around 98 millimeters in the bottom of it. So multi-tiered, so you can get a lot of different uses out of it. And you can make this, any kind of setup you want. Like if you were a model maker, tanks, planes, cars, then you could make you one, ever how you need to, so that you can put your models in. Now what he did was he had an old power source. Cool thing about this one would put out either 5 volts or 12 volts. So because I was telling him, it'd be nice to have like a variable speed, and so you could run the fans at different speeds. Well, since this goes at 5, you can run the fans at 5 or 12, the way he set it up. And what he did is that when he was wiring it to the power supply here, he just wired up the leads. So this is the hot wire, and so if you want on high, the 12 volts, you put in the red wire here, just stick it in. And if I want it on low, the 5 volt, then I stick in the blue wire right here. And there you see the two different, and it runs at different speeds. We got a little vent out here on the side right there, and we were talking about different layouts, and it seemed to me to get the air crashing together, to have one fan down here and maybe another one up here, so that the air gets conflicted and it crashes together and moves about, and then has an exit over here. So that's it. I had the idea of just having like a long box with fans on top blowing straight down, and then having like a flip lid that you would just flip up real quick, stick a miniature in, flip it back down. And but he came up with this, and this is very, very cool, and you can hold a lot of miniatures in this thing. I mean, you could hold dozens if you put them side by side. So a lot of different uses for it. Like I said, if I want to dry a tank or something, I always put something across it and then sit the tank on it, so that it'll sit upright and not be touching anything, or any kind of model like that'll fit in this particular box. So just an idea I had off the top of my head, talked to the right person, and got it going. Be back in a second. We'll see this puppy in action. Okay guys, I'm back. Got the fans running. You can hardly hear it. This is on low. Just spinning away. And all I had to do was, there's no on and off switch. Just plug in the leads. I got it on the low setting, the 5 volt setting, and just plug it in. There's no on and off switch. So let me hold this. There we go. Just take it and unplug these puppies. If I can get it out of there now. There we go. And see, they're stopped. Now, then take the red lead, plug it in. This is high. There we go. Stick the camera down here. See, buddy. The camera's about a foot away. I don't know what you can pick up, but it's very, very quiet. So people, that live in an apartment and can't, it's 2 o'clock in the morning and don't want to run a hairdryer, there's your solution. And you could be across the room and you wouldn't be able to even hear this, let alone through walls. So that's all it is. A very simple setup, but very, very effective. And thank you, Carlo, at Montecarlo712. I've given him a shout out before. He makes foam cutters, got a foam cutting table system also, plus the handhelds. So go by and check him out, and also check out LetsCutFoam. He's got a video up about how this was made, how to wire it up, and what he used, and where everything you need to know about it. So that's Montecarlo712 and LetsCutFoam. Appreciate it, buddy. And as saying thank you, he is making a Empire Army. And I told him, send me a figure. Come on. I'm going to paint that up the best of my ability. He's got a cool idea for white armor with like a deep red cloak. And so we're going to attempt to paint this puppy up. Really excited about it. Come back and focus. Got a good face. He did an excellent job on putting more fur on the top of it. It already had some, but he added a lot more. Looks very, very good. Very nice model. So looking forward to getting that puppy painted up for him here in the future. So stay tuned for that. Well, guys, if you're noise challenged for having a way to dry your miniatures because you can't use hairdryer all the time, this is the way to go. A lot of different uses for this, not only just figures and miniatures, but like I said, models as well. So let me know what you think about it. Got any questions? See Carlo. No, I've been trying my best to answer them as well. Tell me what you think about it. This is General Splatton. I'll talk again. Dismiss.